Hi everyone, Rachel Caldwell here with Seattle Reign FC head coach and general manager Laura Harvey. Laura, coming off a big homestand, getting 3 points against rival Portland Thorns FC. What were your takeaways from the weekend?
Yeah, I think off the back of the 7 days we'd had, it was a great ending to that week. I thought throughout the whole 7 days the players put in phenomenal effort, and I think you saw it in the Portland game. We were still putting them under a lot of pressure, not letting them play the way they can do, and we took our chances, I think, and that's what you got to do in rival games. It's going to be tight, it's going to be feisty. There wasn't loads of football played, I didn't think, but I felt over the 90 minutes that we reduced them to minimal opportunities and we were a constant threat, and I think we kept the ball in front of us a lot, which was what we'd planned to do, and forced them to play long.
And it was the second shutout of the season for the defense. How do you keep that momentum going forward?
I just think we've got a bit of grit about us right now, that we pride ourselves on being hard to beat. It's been something we've worked on a lot since I've been here, and I felt we'd come away from that a little bit at the first part of the season, and we spoke about it a lot, but you know, as a group we'd said we need to put that into action, and I think last week we did.
And offensively, really a turnaround after that game at Chicago where you were shut out. What have you been seeing from the attack?
Honestly, I think it's more to do with us being hard to beat and us grinding down the opposition, which to me is what we have to be about. It's not always going to be pretty, it's not always going to be fancy football all the time, but you've got to have that grit and determination to not be beaten and then take your chances when you get them. And I think in every game, each one was different, but 2 Kansas games, the Chicago game obviously getting 2 penalties, and then the Portland game getting a steal on the first one, and then just great play on the second one, I think is what we have to be about.
4 of those goals came from Rapinoe. She's been named Player of the Week. What have you seen from her recently?
It's on fire, and I think the biggest thing is what she does when she doesn't have the ball, honestly, is she's such a threat. People are worried about her, so teams try and stop her as much as they can, which sometimes opens up space for other people that then get her the ball second phase. And her work rate defensively has been phenomenal, and I think this is the best form she's been in, I think, for this club. And I think we have to just make sure that we're not reliant just on her. We don't want to be that team, but as long as we can keep her in this form, then we're going to be okay.
And you head to North Carolina for the first time this season and the first time in club history as they've moved. What do you do to get a win there?
I think same. I think we have to be really hard to beat. They're a good side. They have some very good players who know how to grind out results, honestly, and I think that's what they've been about since Paul's been there. Is people say they don't play the greatest football, but they're very, very effective. I think they're a huge threat, and some of the football that they play and some of the goals that they score are fantastic. So we just know we've got to go there, be hard to beat, work as hard as we have over the last 4 or 5 games, because we always believe we have chances when we do that.